Parents, before you choose a school start date for your toddler, infant, or preschooler, pause. This might just be one of the most important decisions you ever make in your child's early years. And I know that sounds dramatic, but stay with me. One wrong move could lead to years of emotional, social, or academic struggle. This isn't just about picking uniforms and packing lunches in lunch boxes, sweet lunch boxes. This is about setting foundations for how your child sees learning and how they see themselves. Starting school is not a formality. It's a launch pad for confidence, for curiosity, and lifelong learning for your child. And if we get this first step right, everything else becomes easier. So today, let's have an honest conversation. This episode is titled Start Right, Grow Right. Why childhood is not a race. Somewhere along the line, we started believing that the earlier a child starts school, the smarter they'll become. But the truth? A child's success is not determined by how fast they start. It's about how well they are prepared when they do. The chronological age mistake. In many Nigerian homes, and honestly all over the world, it's common to see a 2.5 years old child being pushed into Nursery 1 or even KG1. Why? Because all the children are going, because he can already say A for apple, because he wants them to finish university by 19. But here's the truth. Just because a child can memorize doesn't mean they are ready to learn. Recitation isn't comprehension and imitation isn't understanding. Most importantly, chronological age matters. It's not just about their brain, it's about their emotions, attention span, and social development. A child who enters school too early might struggle to sit still or concentrate. Most of the times they withdraw or become aggressive. They feel less if they can't keep up with their peers. But by the time they reach JSS3 or SS2, they are either burnt out or emotionally unprepared to handle exams, pressure, or independence. Development must not be rushed. It must be allowed to unfold. That's not me talking. That's Jean Piaget, the development psychologist. And yes, your 2.5-year-old child might be smart, but being smart is not same as being ready. Childhood is not a race. Let me speak to your heart, parent to parent. Let your child be a child. Your child is not a race to adulthood. It's a sacred, short window of discovery, of pretending to be astronauts, chefs, or superheroes. And the skills that come from play, they are real. They are powerful. A child playing with blocks is learning math. A child listening to stories is building vocabulary and empathy. A child painting, dancing, or climbing is building coordination and creativity and decision making. Yet, we trade this for worksheets. Why? Because of fear? Because of comparison? Because we don't want them to fall behind? Let me ask you, behind who? The truth is, many children who start school early with so-called brilliance lose that edge by age 10. Not because they aren't smart, but because they were never given the time to fully develop. Don't rush it. Don't rob them of their childhood just to tick a box. What readiness really means. So if age isn't just the only factor, what is? Let's talk about readiness. Readiness isn't just academic. It's emotional, social, and physical. Ask yourself, can your child sit for 10 to 15 minutes without distress? Can they follow 2 simple step instructions? Do they show interest in playgroup without constant conflict? Can they clearly express basic needs like I'm hungry or I want to wee? If these are missing, it's not a red flag. It's a green light to wait a little longer, because readiness today leads to resilience tomorrow. It means they are more likely to adjust well, build friendships, and enjoy learning, and stay confident through each school level. So if you're seeing the signs that your child isn't ready, you are not behind. You are ahead because you noticed early. The long-term impact. Let's talk about the long-term view. When a child starts at the right time, their brain is prepared better. Their emotions are more stable. They are more socially secure. They actually enjoy learning. And when learning feels safe, curiosity grows. It's natural. Years later, when it's time for WAEC, NICO, JAM, or university applications, they are not just ready academically, they are emotionally balanced. We have seen this pattern again and again. Children who started late often and sometimes outpace the early starters. Why? Because we weren't just raising a report card. We were raising a whole human being. Whether your child finishes university at 21 or 23 or 19, it doesn't really matter. What matters is who they've become: confident, resilient, curious, adaptable, emotionally intelligent. That is the real success, not a rushed CV. My final words to you parents. Starting early isn't always starting well. Education is not a race. It's not a performance. It's a process. It's a journey. And if you're watching this thinking, but I think I've already rushed my child, please hear this. It's not too late. You can slow the pace. You can reintroduce play. You can talk to your school about more child-led routines. You can choose support over pressure. And if you're still deciding on a school start date, please and please choose a school that values development over decorations, that prioritizes readiness over routine, embraces play, emotions, and learning, not just rote memorization. Because in the end, it's not about starting fast, it's about growing right. Let's raise children who are not just early, but truly ready. If this episode helped shift your thinking, even a little bit, please share it with another parent. Your one decision could change a child's life. And in our next episode, we will explore something just as powerful: how to discover your child's learning style. Because no two children are wired the same. They aren't. And your school choice should reflect that. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and share this with a parent. And also turn on your notifications. Together, let's raise a generation that isn't just fast or smart, but whole, happy, and ready for life. See you in my next episode. Thank you.